Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the StarCraft 2 World Championship Series America Challenger Edition. And if you thought that title couldn't get any longer, don't worry, I'll find ways to stretch it out for you as we get through the rest of today's matches. I'm Nathanius, joined by In Control. And, well, let's just say that the favorites have been in control of their matches so far today, Jeff.
So far. Although Puck versus Moss, I expected to be closer. Puck has been playing really, really well, and unfortunately did not get... It's not even that he played bad that series, it's just that Mossa played that much better, I think.
Yeah.
That happens, though, in these series. You'll sometimes... I mean, yesterday we had 3 3-0s and 1 3-1 in the first 4 matches.
Difficult time with the PVT for him. Yeah. We're going to take a look at the bracket to catch y'all up to speed on where we are so far. We are blazing and cruising through 2, 3 zeros so far. But there's no Cyril, so like we were saying, it doesn't mean that everything's decided just yet.
Right.
Coming up, we've got True versus Antis and Scarlet versus Semper. I wasn't here for the group stage when you guys did Antis's matches. So I don't know anything about this guy.
Yeah.
I see and I follow a lot of NA, but this is literally the first time I'm going to have watched him play StarCraft.
It was Neeb, Silky, Antis, and you'll have to forgive me, there's someone else, but it was like
I think
Silky
said like Star Killer or BioWise or something.
Yeah,
Zerg.
That sounds about right. It was all about Silky, right? Because he had knocked out Neeb the season before, but then he just had a bad group, and then Antis just kind of eked his way through. He's the darling of this bracket. You know all those names. Even Jon Snow, I would say, is the, like, you know that name, but he, hasn't won that much. But Antis is, like, just showing up. We'll see what happens.
Yep. I'm interested.
True's a tough draw.
Yeah. I mean, well,
True beats Zergs.
We joke about it in the green room before we come on here, but this could be a really short match if True just decides to aggro him. You know what? I'm just going to click on his profile. I'm just curious. I want to know more. Currently at rank 6. Grandmaster. Is he? Yeah. His MMR 6,226.
It's quite good.
It's symmetrical. It kind of, if you
let's all make the jokes about NA ladder now, by the way. That's like what, platinum on Europe? It's not. It's Masters 1. So stop it, all of you.
Yeah. Plus America's is pretty much it's all over now. So it's technically he's king of like half the world if you really think about it.
Right.
I had to tell them that we're ready to go. So the match is actually starting now.
Prepare themselves.
I forget that I need to tell them that we're ready to start, but now we're starting. So it's going to kick off on Catalyst. And I know you guys love ZvZ so much, but unlike European ZvZ, this is American ZvZ.
We don't know who's going to win.
It's going to be ugly.
Yeah.
It's going to be aggressive. Probably. I mean, if I get to make one bold guess,
do it.
I'd say we won't see too many roaches. I'd say we'll see a lot of lings just killing people.
Sure does like the
because literally any ZvZ that makes it past like 7 minutes, you see roaches. So I'm gonna put that out there because no one cares what I think anyway, and I don't mind being wrong.
There you go.
So
that's good reasoning.
there you go. It's just
Doesn't sound like a needy girlfriend or anything like that at all.
No, I just like being right in control. And speaking of being right, I'm gonna throw everybody off because I'm just gonna introduce this guy because he's the one being aggressive in the top left, spawning as the blue Zerg player representing Sidestorm Gaming. He is True. That's a good audible.
First name Bang, by the way. No, actually, the first name's Ty, isn't it?
Good audible on production there, because it started on this guy. Could have introduced him first. They were quick on the draw. In the bottom right.
Throw him off. Introduce True again.
We got the red.
What if?
We got the red Zerg player. It's actually it's Antis.
Nicola.
The Infinity Gaming. First time qualified for Challenger. That's cool. That's cool. It's a cool story. And True's like, welcome. Welcome to Challenge.
100% expected. I wouldn't be as bold as Nate was saying there's not going to be roaches, but the point that he's trying to make is that True is the king of aggression. And we often kind of tease No Regret for being really aggressive. Well, True's like the guy that's made it really, really work. He's won heaps and heaps of cash. He's won major tournaments, and he's qualified for every other tournament that he hasn't won. And it has not been through solid macro play or fantastic late game. It's been through very crafty best of series.
Beat you to death style matches.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of lings, lots of aggression. He's the guy that will counter a lot of strategies by just producing nothing but lings and just catching you out on the map. He'll go up to like 60 or 70 lings on like 2.5 bases versus Terran. He's crazy. And Antis, what's he gonna do? He's transferring drones down to the natural. I don't know about that. They're all going to go together immediately. These lings are going to get here.
Just got to buy time, but 4 drones don't really do that very well.
No. No, they're just kind of
He
dancing
was respecting it, but I honestly just grab 3 lings and throw them at them and leave the other 3.
Baneling Nest is almost done, by the way. His speed is almost done, and then these drones will all die. So he's got to pull them back.
Yeah.
Trying to get us running these lings to kill them as they come out of the eggs, and he does.
Really late Spinecrawler now, kind of just deciding that he's going to do that. And behind this, it is Hatch, and we do see Banelings showing up here, as you said. So the Spinecrawler is like an okay reaction, but because it's so late, it's not going to be in time for the first Banelings.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not paying attention over here. He could actually kill 5 lings if he wanted to, but you know what? Why kill 5 with 2 when he can kill 5 with 1?
Control. At least he's making it easy for me to observe. Now you guys can't miss anything. There you go.
Enhance. Show me the close. Get close though. Can you get really close? That was the coolest thing in StarCraft Remastered. They let you get as close as you want. Oh my gosh.
Good Bane detonation.
So he blocks the ramp, and that's a good move. But because he isn't committing to below the ramp, it becomes like a why are you fighting with lings if you're just gonna block the ramp?
Yep. And there we go. We see him trying to get the one is gonna go for this round, but he said, you know what? I'm gonna just kill your drones in the main. And
so much time. It's drones behind this, by the way, too. That's the worst part. So he kills a couple of drones and maybe gets 1 or 2 more, which is not game-ending damage. But because he's macroing up behind this, Antis is going to be reset and just a little bit behind.
Yep. Oh, that Spinecrawler in the natural is going to die, by the way. No cancel.
Without a cancel. Youch.
Rip drone. Rip spine.
Look how annoyingly good True is at this, by the way. This is...
Yeah.
If ever anyone asks, like, N-Control, why aren't you Zerg? It's like, look at this. I wish if you could zoom in,
the HD sound. Sounds like dogs panting or something.
Yeah. Make a little whimper when they die. That'd be too sad. That'd be too much for people.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Not like this, but you zoom out as a quieter.
Okay. Then it goes back to normal Zergling sounds. You're like, thank God for that.
Yeah.
That's your queen injecting.
That'd be so sick if they made it like...
They add a deep rumble to it.
Yeah.
Like, we got that Atmos in here, baby.
Location sounds.
Yeah.
When a queen shuffles across the creep, you can just hear her little boots. God, zoom out. I hate hearing that sound. No scouting done, but sees light saturation at the natural. Now that can be a little bit deceiving because it can be one of those situations where it's like, okay, I'm totally fine. Saturation's not that big of a deal. But in this case, we know that it's fine. It is that actual saturation. You can see the drone count is very close. It's going to ebb and flow back and forth. There's a lot of supply difference, and it's mostly for True, but at this stage, that 5 or 6 supply difference in lings is not a big deal. That's scouting lings territory. God. What's the worst death in StarCraft, by the way? Death animation.
I mean, a lot of people think the Baneling acid over Marines looks pretty rough.
It's got to either be an Overlord, like literally it just comes unglued.
Animation-wise,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Or a Reaper, the one where it spins off, blows up, and its limbs go in every direction.
There is an animation where if a Roach or a Hydra or a Zealot, like if
cuts a Marauder,
you can cut Marauders in half. You can also cuts the top of a Marine off, and the legs run around for a little bit.
Ooh, I haven't seen that.
It's a very rare animation, but it is in there.
Notice how it's mostly Terran. They have a rough go at it, don't they? Protoss just kind of burn up in a flame. And
Protoss are like, our souls have been saved.
Yeah, the lores, they just get teleported back.
Thank you, Kala. Based Kala gods.
By the way, good place to take technology, right? Like if I had died in a car accident, but we're at a place in life where I get teleported back and I'm put into like a mechanized English bulldog or something like that, some would say that's a better life even, right?
Someone just pets you and feeds you treats for the rest
Terrible for the significant other. Like your wife has to deal with you just being a dog now, or husband. But in this case, for you, it's pretty good.
I think at that point we'd also have cyborg human bodies available as well if we really wanted.
Fair play. Fair play. I think I would reject it though.
Yeah.
I prefer the bulldog.
I could do with being a golden retriever.
Okay. Well, the queens came out to try and save the hatchery, but unfortunately,
no.
The mistake that Antis just made is assuming that True never stops, or would stop attacking rather, but he doesn't. He doesn't stop.
Doesn't stop.
Can't stop even, I would say.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Right.
So I mean, the lings are trying to defend, but now the third base is open again. These Banes are going to finish and immediately kill all the lings here. So rip Antis is third.
It must feel like every time you make a drone against True, you're like, a little bit of you's looking up to the heavens and be like, please, let this be the right call.
You might as well just off-race versus them, honestly. I would not want to play Zerg versus them, even if I was a good Zerg.
Yeah.
Let me just do like a really fast wall off, just off-race, just to do it.
And you know what my favorite part about this whole thing is? Behind this is a Roach Warren. I'm guessing there's no lair.
Don't go to Roach.
And that would literally just be 12 Roaches walking across the map, too, to just end the game.
Yeah. Well, my hope now is that he just GG's before the roaches come out. That was the prophecy. He's got enough banelings, though.
He's up
Jeff.
30 supply.
Damn it, Jeff. Oh, he's got the surround on it.
He's going to deny the +1.
Oh, my
What if he denies the +1?
Get Faceless on the line. I need a good guttural scream.
Oh, my God.
GG! True. Takes the first map against him.
Off the back of aggressive lings? Wow!
What a guess!
Whoa!
What's this brave new world we live in? In a world where Zerglings kill the other Zerg player in the early game.
Well done by True. Antis had some right ideas. The early defense wasn't that bad. Like I said, at one point they were actually army and drones equal despite the different openings. I guess, and it's weird to call this a mistake because it feels so hard. The casters were memeing, so I'm going to point it out now because there's people who are like, make sure and point this out. Both players, but namely True, picked off the scouting overlord that's at the front of the natural with the queens walking out. The thing is, for me, against True, I would rather die because I made too few drones and he somehow out-macroed me than I would making too many drones against him, because I feel like just the rules of probability, you're going to come out ahead better if you assume he's not making drones than you are otherwise. And of course, you're going to be made to look silly because it's going to be the game where True's got 65 drones and you're at 42, and you're going to be like, what was the guy thinking? And he's like, well, he's thinking he's playing against True. Anyways, that's what happened. He didn't see the aggression coming, got caught with a few too many workers, and died.
Yep. So we're loading into game number 2. We're going to be on Acid Plant. True versus Antis. What do you think that name comes from? Antis. Do you think he like?
I think it's a play off of Mantis.
Mantis, like a praying mantis?
It's a good question, though, because it is like, why not just go full on Mantis?
I mean,
I wonder.
Yeah, like, does he worry about copyright? Is there, like, I don't know.
There is a Mantis on Europe.
Well, there you go. Maybe he doesn't want to get sued.
And he's about like he's kind of like the Antis of Europe. He's like a very good player, qualifies for WCS here and there, but otherwise more of a ladder hero.
Okay, and he is that red Zerg player in the top left. He is Antis.
Fun fact, he's only 9 years old. Did you know that? He's not. Just kidding. We don't let 9-year-olds play in this league.
No. How about this? Who's this guy? And how old is he, Jeff?
Bang Tae, age, I want to say 24, maybe 25 is what I would guess.
Okay.
That's the introduction production. Play the music! Dude, so like I said though, right? With a Korean name, the first name's Tae, right?
Is it
Tae Bang Soo?
Oh goodness. Honestly,
Or Thai?
I don't want to get that wrong.
I know, I'm trying to rope you into my terrible pronunciation and all
upset some
that.
people.
I'm just trying to say
Well,
that
I'm not worried
Bang
about
is a sick
pronouncing it,
name.
but I just know like Zombie Grub, wherever she is in the world, is like rolling over like with a cold sweat.
Yeah.
Like, Americans are pronouncing Korean stuff wrong or like getting it wrong. Because she was the one that was coming in here telling us all about like which one's like the proper to call somebody by and all that.
Yep.
Actually, didn't you guys have an argument about that? No, she had an argument with Ravi about
Oh, I was just going to say, no, not with me, because I would not argue.
You were not here last weekend.
I don't have an opinion on that. If someone's like, no, that's how it is, I'm like, you're probably right.
Yeah.
We missed Zombie Grub. She helped put on an amazing all-female tournament this past Saturday.
Yeah, the Banshee.
Nicely done. And then some awesome StarCraft people helped get that funded for the rest of the year. So if you're a female person watching this right now and you want to play in a tournament, get in there.
There's competitive StarCraft for you out there.
Look up Zombie Grub. That's awesome.
Yep. Great things happening in the StarCraft 2 community.
It is. I like it.
Yeah. But so far, I mean, as far as the ZvZ goes, no one's
Same
doing
thing.
it. They're both doing the same thing. So we will begin talking about the game when something happens.
Yeah.
I don't have too much to go off of on this just yet. Ling speed's going to start up.
God, if Nathaniel doesn't have too much to go off of, then why is he even there?
Why is he here? Why is there
Why?
I think the casters are lying when they say there's nothing to talk about in PvP when they're both building 2 gateways until the core is done.
Let's just answer this, by the way. The reason we're here, guys, is Blizzard pays us $6,000 a day. So if I hadn't played StarCraft for as long as Tasteless hasn't played, then I would still be here, guys. Just so you know, that's actually it.
Yeah.
Can I get a Reddit thread, by the way?
That is not what
Top of just straight up Reddit?
I'm getting. I don't know if anybody that watches the stream is there. Trust me, it is not the amount that we're getting.
I want a CSGO commentator to be like, that's ridiculous. I want Semler's face quoted, shaking his head. Can't believe they pay them that much. That's how we'll do it. We'll meme StarCraft back to #1.
Yeah, it's not a bad strategy. You know, fake it till you make it. I'm waiting for
we just tell people we get paid that much, and then we actually end up getting paid that much.
Just waiting for my limousine Lamborghini to pick me up when we're done with this. Actually, we're at the status now where it is Dr. Disrespect who picks me up.
Yeah, that would be pretty
He's
cool.
reached that point.
All right. Well, Antis actually winning out the early game Ling stuff here.
Yeah.
He's doing...
an eye on the third. It's really nice. Queen's not going to get
It actually could be. It's like just 4 Lings. And I think you're right. If this gets denied off of 4 Lings...
That's a really good...
It's insane.
Now, keep in mind, Antis didn't take a third himself, but because he's going straight into roaches...
It's like speed roach, right?
Yeah. He's
got a lair. Does he have a lair?
Yeah, I actually think
Nate, show me the lair.
Show me the money.
Show him the lair. Yeah, so that's...
Show me the lair.
And then he actually... What's nice about this against True is if you're worried about Ling aggression and stuff, you clog up your natural like we see with the Wallin. A couple of roaches there, that's fine. Walk out 8 or 9 roaches to your third. It's a safe third, my boys and girls. Like, you're not going to...
I just want to blame Antis. He'd probably... You know, we had a long delay on the stream, but I think someone told him that I said we wouldn't get to roaches in this match. And he's like, I'm just going to go for...
He did that for you, didn't he?
Yeah, it's actually all... Everything is about me. I don't know if you read the Twitch chat.
It is.
But everybody watching the stream seems to agree with me in Control that it's all about me. So I am not surprised that Antis would do this just so that you could win that bet that we made behind the scenes about whether we would see roaches.
Well, what is the... what was that? Janet Jackson did a song, I believe it was, about everything being about sex, right?
Sure.
So would you say that that is a bit outdated and now it's all about Nathanius? Or is it to be all about Nathanius, is for it to be all about sex?
I think all can be true at the same time. They're not mutually exclusive, Jeff.
And I just, as I know right now, a Blizzard employee is fiercely pounding out an email to send to me. I want you to know what I said's not inappropriate because...
It's art.
It's art. That's a better response than I was going for.
So the roaches are here.
Wow, this is actually what I said would happen.
Yeah, he's got the roaches on that base to protect.
Do they die, though? No.
No. The +1's not done yet, so they don't trade as well as they would want to. Ooh, look at that. He turns into the little Ravagers. They got so much armor, those eggs, but...
Oh, not this one.
God. I hate how hard it is to kill these things. They actually finished!
They build so fast.
My blood's boiling. I'm upset.
That's micro these days, Nate.
Yeah.
Now, it's all of a sudden Antis up in supply, by the way, by quite a bit. We're waiting, though. See the Spire about to finish?
Yep.
That's why.
The Mutts. They're a-coming.
Mutts.
They're a-coming. And there's no Hydrodan or any spore
It's not going to be a lot of
crawlers.
mutas. It's going to be like 6, 7, or 8 or so, but that's enough for map control. And in this early game portion of the game, oh my god, it's Lings behind that. Wait, he made Lings before. Show me the eggs. Show me the eggs right now. Oh, he has 9 still.
You want to see the eggs?
He's still making it. Well, not eggs, larvae. Excuse
I'm
me.
like...
I got ahead a level.
I'm about to go Tim from Tool Time, huh?
That's a good show. I watched that.
Yeah, that was
It's
good
a
stuff.
weird, you know, nuclear family that I wanted everyone to have.
Yeah. Nothing better than having Tim Allen as your neighbor, let's be honest.
Nah, it was pretty great. Okay, well the
Plus
Spire was
attack.
spotted. Can you show me the Spire was spotted?
Yeah.
Show me the Spire who was spotted.
He knows.
Yeah,
There's
well-
also Mutas shooting his roaches.
Well, I mean, you know, that party.
Just in case that part didn't make it clear. Yeah.
Those were roaches that just died, right? So Antis takes a lead,
He's got Lings, he's got roaches, there's
Wraps
no
it up.
anti-air. Do you think he A-moves this third? And then just
gives
kills
it to him. Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
just A-moves the natural.
Oh, by losing the roaches, he's in a lot of trouble. I mean, there's still roaches out. It's going to be the multi-attack, though.
I
that's
think
a
if he
problem.
brings just all the Lings and the Mutas, he could just kill this. The +1
Is there a spore crawler? Then no,
got
he
one
can't.
just now finishing over here. He could,
Oh,
go
yeah?
for the, he could go for the evolution chambers and maybe the roach warren over there on the natural.
Going for a C broadcast. I think you greatly overestimate the attack.
That's not a
power
C
of
broadcast.
mutas.
It's NA now in control. Gets the surround on the queens. Gets the roaches. The mutas are here. He takes out the spore right as it finishes. And the roaches are kind of lined up here, but yeah, there's too many Lings. Even with the 2-shot of that upgrade advantage, he's like, okay, maybe he holds this door a little bit.
Well, he wins the third.
But the third, yeah, is...
Good hold position. Fantastic.
The
hold
drones are causing these Zerglings to go in... They're just going kind of
Fortunately,
crazy.
she's just a queen. But the sport. Oh, there is a sport collar there.
Yep.
Wow. Wow.
That's a good play to stall long enough to get the roaches out to kill the Lings. That right there is...
Wouldn't you believe it after all this that True's behind workers? Honestly.
No.
Oh my god, kill it, please.
Finish him!
Oh my god. What's the health on that Evo? Oh no, that was the progress bar. It's at
Damaged,
full health.
damaged health bars, Jeffrey.
I don't do this overlay stuff, guys. Okay? And that's so funny. Like, if you just hold on against True, you can actually win. Like, playing against him is like enduring a storm. You just have to live through it.
Yeah.
As long as you can live through it, you win.
Find your way into the eye, build yourself a little redeployable tent or something like that. I mean,
Yep.
you don't want to build like a big house because obviously if the storm knocks it down, you lose a lot on there. Insurance might not cover it. just a little bit.
Baneling speed, 18 Banelings behind this. It is literally a 3-base all-in.
Yeah, I'm really surprised he hasn't been able to get that third. I think that's like the story of this game.
Yeah.
Is and he's going to dive on it now. Now there is a transfuse available from the Queen to get that spore if he wants. So these Roaches come out, and these Hydras, the upgrades against these Lings, they are enough. The Roaches two-shot the Lings.
He needs to upgrade the Hydras a little bit more, but...
Yeah, he needs to get the Hydra range, I'd guess. Or speed if he wants to move out.
Just anything.
Anything.
And now Lings are fighting Roaches in there.
No mutant upgrades either, by the way, despite how hard he's committed to this. He's like, it really seems like Crew told himself he was going to win the game with this, and he hasn't. He's like, okay, again, he's going to get the Hydras now. Well,
this is a big win.
Can't really leave your base.
Hydras by themselves just suck.
Yep.
Oh my god. Yeah, well.
And true. Goes up 2-0 against
that's tough.
Antis the Mantis.
I feel like, and this is of course us on the outside of this aggression, not down 0-1, so it's not like this is very obvious, but I feel like had Antis rallied Roaches from his third hatch to the third hatch, built like 2 or 3 Spore Crawlers, maybe a Spine Crawler, and sit there and defend between the 2 spots and amass enough Hydras, he wins that game. But of course, he doesn't know that behind that, True is literally down 8 or 9 workers that entire time.
Yep.
It's very easy to be getting bludgeoned that way and just be like, the guy's probably up 10 workers and there's just more mutas showing up, so I'm probably dead.
The way he held on the third was nice. He was building up his Hydralisk count. If he doesn't go out and meet him there, like he's ahead on workers and income.
But he had to
keep doing that.
Because the last fight did crack the third. The Roaches died and there was Lings on top of a single Queen, so he had to. But to your point, yeah. I mean, and again, we have that information.
The opportunity was like kind of ish there.
Yeah.
But
close, but no cigar.
Yeah.
Not this time.
Tragically. Antis will get another opportunity as we get ready for map number 3, which will be Darkness Sanctuary. Great map.
I like it. It's a little bit weird that the map pool has changed, and it makes sense.
It's made casting this a little bit odd for me personally.
Montreal's going to be new map pool, though, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Montreal will be a new map pool. I am
qualify for a tournament with one map pool, play another one?
100% sure. 100% sure. If I'm wrong, the Blizzard Ninjas have already killed me, and the stream delay, you'll actually never see me say this. So I think I'm okay.
We're in an invincible system.
We're actually in an underground bunker about 300 meters below.
We're just holographic reapproximations of former selves anyways, too.
That's true.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. That's not even a city behind us, guys.
We're not actually above Los Angeles right now.
You idiots believe everything you see, don't you?
You thought we were broadcasting from
Antis versus True? Look how they spell versus, by the way. Latin. Did you know that?
Sure.
It is.
Yeah.
It's Latin.
Most of the words in our language have come from that to some degree or another.
Unfortunately, not all of it, though.
What do you mean, unfortunately? What are you trying to...
I don't like that we borrowed from so many different languages. I think that's silly. French
derivative.
fries that we borrowed from France, you know, really bothers me.
But they don't use the word French.
I don't care what they use. That's France. This is America.
I don't understand how did we get to this point in the conversation?
You know what's so weird? We call ourselves Americans, but there's North, South, and Central America. It's really bothering me.
Yeah.
But you can't call yourself a United Statesman.
No, you can't.
What else do you what would you call an American that's not an American? Like, I don't know. We don't have a word for it.
American.
No, that's just bad American.
People throw the U in there.
I think it's fair to just call us gods or something like that. What do you think?
Sure.
Are you a god? Yeah, I'm from
United
States.
Yeah. Anyone that escapes from Scranton is, so I'll take that. In the top right, we have the blue Zerg player representing Sidestone Gaming. He is True.
Bang Te Su.
Which is actually Latin for
bang, bang.
Ling Bang All In. There you go.
Of course.
And why don't you introduce this player, Jeff? I know you haven't been doing enough intros this series. It's going to help you out.
Lower left-hand side, recently renamed to a god. It is Antis. Full name, Nicola Prot. That's a pretty sick name.
Do you think that he submitted a fake name and that he'll actually reveal himself as being Nicholas Plot? And it turns out that this is Tasteless playing in WCS challenges.
This would not be Tasteless. I've seen Tasteless play StarCraft. You'll know it's Tasteless when, like, cannon rushes right now must be really funny to him because he did that 20 years ago. And if he had shield barriers to help aid cannon rushes, well, like, this is the dawn and the age of
I was going to say, what if this is the era of Tasteless then to come back?
I hope he does.
To take over.
he just gets sick and tired. Like, you know what, kids? I'm going to play. Qualifies for WCS, wins it. And we're like, whoa.
Does nothing but cannon and shield battery rush every single game. He's like, guys, this Haas dude, like, he had some good ideas, okay, but he didn't have the micro, he didn't have the mechanics to really do it, to take it all the way.
True is the great equalizer of time in tournaments, because this is a map where you don't expect this, by the way. It's a 4-player map.
Is there a tournament behind schedule?
Let True play.
Let True play.
And he knows now that he's bottom left, I think. Does he know that, actually? Does he know?
Well, he could be trying to evade like a scouting thing through the corner. I don't know.
Either way, unless Lings start popping up. Okay, so there's 4.
And he should know it's crossed.
Third hatch, though.
Where are they going? Oh.
He knows. He knows.
Is
there game sounds? Did you turn that off, by the way?
No. If you zoom out super far, it actually gets.
Okay, can you zoom in real quick on these links?
I wonder
we need like 6 more people.
You know, we know. I've never seen Zerg units sweat in a cinematic.
They probably don't.
Human beings, we are the dominant life force because we sweat. I don't know what they do to regulate heat in their body, to be honest.
They don't. I think it's just the kind of thing where they don't live long enough for it to matter. No, I'm serious. Like Zerg lore is just a bunch of like unleashed animals. And they are controlled by the hive.
I'm amazed that they can run so fast so far and not have heat issues. Then that's incredible.
Well, want to see a magic trick?
Yeah.
I'll show you a guy that qualified for WCS, and in a second, I'll show you a guy that was eliminated. There you go.
Wow.
I mean, that was pretty sick, because I think that was actually a second.
Where's my coffee?
You know what would be so funny is if after a player's eliminated, we had like one of those Celine Dion music, like in memory of type videos that we play. We're like, let's show them the Antis clips, and it's like the whole series just like. In the arms of an angel. And it's just like him getting slammed by Take, not Take.
I don't think Take is in Germany. He's not playing in WCS here.
Well, Antis, thank you for qualifying. Qualify for WCS North America, get eliminated by True. Oh, hey, all right, well,
that's all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen, for our third best of 5 of the day. We're gonna take a look at an updated bracket. As we move on to our last round of 8 match. True eliminates Antis and will face the winner of our next series coming up. It's gonna be Scarlet versus Semper. Don't miss it. You're watching WCS Challenger America.